Hello, and welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I'll be doing a LoreRim playthrough as an assassin, with a slight twist.
Do not frighten away our customers with your fits.
Now for those of you who don't know, LoreRim is a mod list with nearly 4,000 mods. It's built around Requiem, a mod that focuses on adding true RPG-style mechanics and elements to Skyrim in a balanced way. As a result, the mod list adds a ton of new and interesting character builds to explore. Now with that in mind, I'll be doing a build you've never ever seen before today. Just kidding, I'm gonna be a stealth archer. As you probably gathered from the title of the video, my goal for this particular playthrough is to get through the Dark Brotherhood quest while hopelessly addicted to Skooma. Now, typically this wouldn't be that interesting in the base game since Skooma only adds the benefit of boosting your stamina. However, there is a mod included in the LoreRim mod list called Skyrim on Skooma by the mod author J. Serpa. Now this mod adds 69 hallucinogenic effects to Skooma that randomly take place whenever you consume the drug. So, much like a box of chocolates, you never know what you're gonna get.
Sounds like they're having a rough time.
As a result, playing as a Skooma addict can be quite unpredictable. And as you might imagine, it can become slightly difficult to precisely take out a specific target when you are tripping f***ing balls. So with introductions and explanations out of the way, let's get right into it and see if we can complete the Dark Brotherhood questline while on Skooma. We start our adventure in a dungeon where we would create our character. We decided that a Khajiit made the most sense for this assassin addict. Okay, let's see what we got here. We even found the perfect preset called Skooma. Okay, well that has to be the one. Oh yeah, this is great. However, we're going to name this character something a little more fitting. I have the perfect name. Now that is perfection. We then finish installing Requiem and selecting our birth sign. I decided to go with the Sign of the Shadow, which makes us 50% harder to detect, gives us the ability to sneak without proficiency, 30% movement noise reduction, and finally the Moon Shadow power. Now, since we're going with a stealth archer build, I decided to go with the range combat training perk, which gives us more damage with ranged weapons, the agility perk, which gives us movement bonuses that will come in handy, and finally the stealth perk, which makes us 30% harder to detect.
Oh shit.
Oh, that's good. Our final decision is to determine where we will begin our journey, and since we're an addict, it just makes sense to start in a Skooma den with all the other degenerates. Once we made our selection, we hopped into bed and woke up in the Redwater Skooma den. After waking up, we were prompted to select our starting gear by some unknown entity. However, before selecting the gear, we also had to select our 2 traits. Now these traits will definitely have an impact on our character build, so we have to decide carefully. Ultimately, I chose the Addict trait since we're going to be consuming a lot of Skooma, and the Discipline trait, which gives us a 20% damage boost to bows, but at the cost of a 25% slower draw speed. Since we're going for a stealth archer, I figured that the draw speed didn't matter as much as damage, since we should try to one-shot most targets with the sneak damage multiplier anyways. Once we selected the traits, it was time to select our gear. We went with a steel poncho, imperial heavy bow, 210 steel arrows, leather armor, and some ragged trousers, a ragged cap, an amulet of Kinnereth, some foods, potions, obviously Skooma, and finally a mage's hood. Now we were ready to start out on our adventure. We moved down the stairs into the Skooma den to celebrate our arrival into the beautiful land of Skyrim. And what better way to celebrate than with our favorite recreational drug?
Oh, welcome.
We convinced the saleswoman to give us a free sample like we were in the frozen food section of Sam's Club or something. And we took it into one of the booths to enjoy. Once the Skooma was consumed, we sat and waited for it to take effect. And soon enough... we're about to pass out. However, the party was soon over when we passed out and woke up in a cell with a bunch of vampires looking at us like we were a bottle of Haunting Brew mead. Oh, wait. Naturally, we began to panic when the door opened up and a host of vampires started trying to open us up and drink our mead. I mean, our blood. After the harrowing ordeal, we woke up in Whiterun's Temple of Kinnereth. Now, someone must have carried us here after we sustained the injuries. In any case, we seemed to be fine and decided to head out in search of adventure and more skooma. Once we'd arrived outside, we were prompted to choose a deity to follow. Ultimately, we chose Mephala since we gained improved sneak attacks as her follower. This bonus was perfect for a stealth archer build. We made our way out of the city and began heading toward Loria's farm. I knew we could just start the Dark Brotherhood Questline by going to Windhelm, but I wanted to help out our future Dark Brother. On the way to the farm, we ran across some guards under attack and decided to lend a hand. Once the ne'er-do-wells were dealt with, we got back on the road and finally spotted the little jester. Now, before we get to this next part, I would just like to say that this voice actor was truly dedicated to his craft, because he really put in a top-notch performance. This is by far my favorite voice character introductory line in the entire game. So, please enjoy with me.
Bothering me fuddle! Stuck here.
We decided to help out Cicero, and so we went up to the farm and convinced Lorius to help him out and replace his broken wheel for his wagon. Once we finished the little side quest, it was time to camp out and level up. Now for this playthrough, we will generally only be putting our skill points into evasion, marksmanship, sneak, wayfarer, and occasionally finesse. In this instance, I decided to increase our health. Afterwards, I chose the perk Death Strike, which would make us more effective with bows against armored opponents. We also got to use our first destiny point to increase our carry weight capacity by 25. Once we woke up from our nap, we spotted a saber cat in the distance and decided to test our damage capabilities as a stealth archer. Alright, line up the shot, and... oh, he sees us. Oh, here he comes. Oh no. Woo! After the successful kill, we leveled up once more. After leveling up, we started on the road to Windhelm. We successfully practiced our one-shot sneak attacks on a couple of roaming wolves outside of the Nightgate Inn, discovered Anga's Mill, and killed 2 more wolves just before crossing the bridge into Windhelm. Look out, citizen! Once we'd officially arrived in the city, we made our way over to the Aretino residence.
Act natural!
After dropping some eaves, we made our way into the residence and discovered Adventus saying the Black Sacrament.
Answer me.
Now, we must have looked like a professional killer,
I don't think so.
because he didn't even question our presence in his home. We decided to agree to kill Grelad because, well, Skooma's not free and she sounds like she deserved it anyways. Before leaving, we headed down to the Grey Quarter to sell a few things so that we could afford a carriage ride to Riften. After selling the items, we paid for a ride to Riften and arrived sometime in the evening. Oh man, I forgot about this. I don't have enough money. Oh, come on, dude. Just let me in. Since we definitely didn't have the money to pay for the obvious shakedown, we decided to spend our money on some skooma, and then tried to find an alternate entrance into the city. Eventually, we did find a way through the Blackbriar Meadery. Once inside the city, we headed straight to the orphanage to scout out our target.
And one more thing. I will hear no more talk of adoption.
Good lord.
None of you
They're gonna need a therapist after this little speech.
Are you gonna miss your mom?
No.
No? Oh, don't cry, are you?
Once our target was thoroughly scouted, we went straight to the tavern to wait until nightfall so that we could go for our kill under the cover of darkness. As we arrived outside the door, we took a swig of skooma to calm our nerves and made our way inside just as something had appeared from a pink cloud of smoke just outside of our periphery. We had no time to think about that, however, since we had a target to take out. Holy sh**, this is trippy. Oh man, I can't see a thing. Well, here goes nothing. Oh, she's a hag raven? I didn't know that. After the successful kill, we headed back outside. Whoa!
What the hell is that?
Oh geez, this is terrifying. Am I just hallucinating this? Is this even real? Am I just shooting at thin air? Oh, it's a wolf! Oh my god. Fortunately, we were able to kill the beast and made our way out of town and back to the carriage. Once we were back in Windhelm, we headed back to Aventus to inform them of our success and collect our payment. Ah yes, the Dark Brotherhood. Yep, definitely. Yep, just let's get that reward. We took the heirloom and pawned it for some quick septims at Sodri's wares that we could use for sweet, sweet skooma later. After the sale, we went straight for the tavern for some much needed R&R.
This way.
What the? What did you just do? We woke up to like 4 people watching us sleep in our room. Am I hallucinating again?
I'm a sailor.
Either that or we were still feeling the effects of our last hit of skooma. Either way, we made our way to Kynesgrove and got a job chopping wood so that we could sustain our habit when we were approached by a young courier with a mysterious letter. Ah, there it is.
Yeah, got this note. Don't know. Creepy fella, black robe.
There it is. We made it. After receiving the letter, we started chopping and selling wood, and then made our way back outside of Windhelm to wait for our inevitable kidnapping. Oh no, we've been abducted.
Sleep well.
Apparently, yeah. Yeah, I slept
Doesn't
pretty well.
matter.
Astrid had confronted us about our illicit kill, and now we had a decision to make. Once again, we downed some liquid courage and faded from reality for a bit. Okay. Oh, what is this? Floating chairs. Oh, we're in... Oh, this is the Tavern in Whiterun. What is this called? The Bannered Mare. Oh, we're wearing a dress. Oh, we're Sadia. And those are mannequins. Playing the people. We woke up without any clothes and made a split decision to kill our fellow Khajiit.
Come now. What if...
Jeez.
A bit dramatic.
We approached Astrid, and she made an offer we simply couldn't refuse.
Entrance to our sanctuary. It's just beneath the road, hidden from view. I'll see you at
Oh, sweet, we're in. After we made our way out of the abandoned shack, we checked the map and realized that we had quite a trek to make. So we made the decision to fast travel to our favorite meadery and hoof it from there. Once on the road, we passed through Riverwood, killed a few wolves, and an imp outside of the Embershard mine. I feel like if one of those hits me, I'm gonna die. Oh, finally. After killing another wolf, we ran into some zombie wolves that were way too tanky. We had managed to just get away when we ran into a lone skeleton rushing us. Now, typically a lone skeleton would not be an issue at all. But this is LoreRim, and let's just say we weren't prepared. Fortunately, we were able to outrun the skeleton. Unfortunately, we ran right into an unfriendly ice mage. Just run, just run, just run.
Why are you so slow?
Oh man, I'm not fast enough. We woke up back outside of Windhelm where we had last camped because we were a moron and forgot to set up camp once we had traveled away from Whiterun. Nevertheless, we'd fast traveled to the Guardian Stones and took a safer path all the way to the secret sanctuary. Oh great, another one. Alright, we just gotta shoot and move, shoot and move. That's it. That's the strat with these guys. After killing the imp guarding the door outside, we made our way into the hideout and approached Astrid.
Well, what happens now?
Oh, thank God there's no, like, job interview or something. I don't know that I'd be the ideal candidate if she had a chance to ask me some questions. Now that we were officially an assassin in the Dark Brotherhood, we could stop sweating about potentially awkward interview questions concerning why we can sometimes smell colors. We grabbed our first contracts from Nazir and jumped in one of the beds to level up. After leveling up, we introduced ourselves to our fellow assassins and then set out for Iverstead to kill Narfi. On our way there, we came across a bloody sight and an injured Thalmor wizard. What a voice.
So help me with the mood
He must be a new addition.
now. Good. And before...
Oh, what the?
Don't get me wrong.
What is this?
You're a fine...
I was I'm literally in the middle of a conversation.
What? A conti- when
I still have dialogue. After the ambush, we woke up back in the sanctuary. Once we woke up, we decided to head back out to that location for a rematch against whoever blindsided us. Ah, yeah, let's go. Oh, jeez. Alright, just gotta watch out for this swing. Holy iframes for the win. Oh, what a dodge. Oh, those iframes are coming in clutch. Oh man. That was so close. Okay, this is why you pick dodge. Once we dealt with him, we found a note on his body revealing that he was a religious nut who'd been hired to kill us since we were a Daedra worshiper or something. Our next goal was to get around Helgen and pass through the mountains into the rift. Once we got to Helgen, we observed a dragon flying overhead. Oh yeah, we're still high. We chalked it up to the skooma and kept on moving. The journey was going pretty well until we ran across a troll on the road. We decided to coat our arrows in poison of paralysis, but it just simply wasn't powerful enough. So, we made the decision to run away as fast as we could past the troll. However, the troll maintained its pursuit until we distracted it with a couple of wolves and left them all behind, to fight amongst themselves. Finally, we'd arrived in Iverstead. We went straight to the tavern to wait until nighttime. What is happening? Things are going completely off the rails.
Victory is yours. I submit.
Hey.
Someone there?
You've lost your mind, woman. Once the crazy naked woman had run out of the building, we decided to settle in and wait for a few hours. After waiting, we noticed that our mark was actually in the building. When it was clear that he wasn't going to leave anytime soon, we knew that we had to take him out right then and there. Now, as was our tradition at this point, we took a hit of the good stuff before taking Narfi out. Oh, look how tiny we are. We could completely fit into this table. Can you imagine right now we're just walking up to his table normal size, but we think we're tiny and being very secretive? I wonder if it'll work. I think we got away with it.
Jinx, buy me a coat.
Once we'd killed him, we snuck out of the tavern and made our way to Enga's mill. Once there, we snuck up onto a hill and spotted our next target at a campsite. We performed our pre-kill ritual and waited for the effects. Oh, it's the white rabbit. We gotta follow him. Oh, I have to see where he's going. Oh, he's so fast, he's getting away. He's late for a very important date. I lost him. Oh well. Once we'd lost the rabbit, we made our way back to an overlook above our target and took our shot. Alright, this should be an easy one. Perfect. Too easy. Now that target number 2 was down, we only had one left to go. Our final target was located in Dawnstar. Since we hadn't been there before, we had to head there on foot. After sneaking past a fort, the only other trouble we ran into on the road was a singular ice wraith just before we got into the city. Oh, this is the first one of these I've seen. Oh, thank God. After arriving, we were approached by a courier and informed that someone named Kadrir wanted to reward us for killing Anodius. We put it in our back pocket and made our way up to the mine to scope out our last target. Now, since there were so few people around and we were very confident in our mastery of sneaking, we decided to kill her in broad daylight. Or, at least that was the plan before we took the skooma. The sky moves so fast. Oh, I know what this one is. Yep. Time is merely an illusion. Now the question is, am I hallucinating the passage of time? Or is it merely the appearance of the passage of time to my relative experience?
Yeah.
And really, when you think about it, what even is time? Skooma really makes you question things. When morning had arrived, again, we took the shot and managed to escape unnoticed once more. Well, it's definitely time for us to get out of here now. We arrived back at the sanctuary to find Cicero greeting the rest of the group. Astrid pulled us aside, in front of everyone, to inform us about our first major contract for the Brotherhood. After receiving the new quest, we turned the other 3 into Nazir for golden experience. We then took some time to rest and level up. After a short rest, we were off to Markarth. But first...
Wait! Oh, wait! I know you.
God, I love Cicero.
I am! And
What a
you
performance.
helped me.
We also changed our deity to Sithis, giving us a bonus that makes us even harder to detect. After this, we left for Whiterun, bought some more skooma from my brethren, and took the carriage to Markarth. Once we'd arrived in Markarth, we headed straight into the city. I know what that slow, sneaky walk means. You can't fool me.
Hey, watch it! I'd die for my...
After killing the wannabe assassin, we located our contact and got the details of our contract. Once the details were finalized, we set out for the dwarven ruins where this scumbag was hiding out. On the way there, we ran across the Uttering Hills cave and got attacked. What? Oh boy, do I love dodging. But maybe I'm dodging too much. It's just my panic button. Once we'd killed those 2, we avoided a large saber cat and found ourselves overlooking the gang of ruffians. With our superior position, we were able to take them out one by one with ease.
What was that?
Well, this guy's a little bit tougher.
Time to end this little... I'll kill you!
With the group outside dealt with, we made our way into the ruin. Once inside, it was simply a matter of locating our target. After cleverly navigating a fiery trap, we unlocked a gate and discovered the target surrounded by his gang. We knew we only had one shot, so we took some skooma to calm our nerves. Oh jeez. Oh man, I didn't know it was going to happen again. I thought it was a one-time thing. Well, I guess forgetting how to walk isn't really a one-time thing, so... Uh-oh. Oh no. Oh, we're in trouble. Alright. Just run. Alright, we're just gonna have to stay in a fight. Alright, we killed one. Go dodge. Go dodge again. Oh, I got stuck. Now, even though we went down, fortunately for us, we took out our target before we did. So the mission was still considered a success. Because in LoreRim, you just end up respawning the last place you camped, and the last place we camped happened to be just outside of Windhelm, which was actually quite convenient because that's where our next target was located for this particular mission. Once we revived, we made our way into the city to take out the bonus target from Muira's contract. We'd located the target, leaving one of the buildings. And maybe it was the fact that air and water didn't seem so different now, but we decided to take her out in broad daylight in the middle of the street as she swam away. Now this landed us in a lot of trouble, so we had to book it out of there in a hurry. Oh, not a good time, man.
Looks like that's it.
After the distraction, we breaststroked our way out of the city as fast as possible and managed to actually get away. We traveled back to Markarth and got a reward from Muira. She gave the money for completing the contract as well as a ring for a bonus. Once we arrived back at the sanctuary, we turned in the mission to Astrid and she gave us a new mission.
I need
Oh, what do you need now? She's so
Dear
controlling.
brother, I need you to steal into that chamber.
Oh, we're going to be dropping some eaves. We headed for the chamber and jumped inside the sarcophagus. Once inside, we were busy dropping some eaves, once more, when the Night Mother decided to speak to us. Either that or we were tripping again. We weren't really sure at this point. It was getting very difficult to tell. However, we were then discovered by Cicero, and we had to explain the situation to him as well as to Astrid. Oh, now we get to hear Cicero angry dialogue. Oh wait, listen to this.
Speak, worm! Speak, worm! Speak, worm!
While Astrid considered what to do about the Night Mother's instructions, we grabbed a couple more contracts from Nazir. We then stopped to rest and level up. Afterwards, we left for Half Moon Mill to kill Hearn the vampire, who was also the owner and proprietor. We waited in the trees until it got a little bit darker. Once we found the perfect opportunity, we took a drink of our liquid courage. Oh, what the Okay, I swear, this is...
It's all
Oh, this
in
is so
this
weird.
note. It's all in this note. It's all in this
Hmm.
How did you do that?
How did you
With
do
all the
that?
different Skyrim characters, huh? And one person. This little shirtless man. But why? Why do none of them have clothes on? Okay, this is a weird hallucination, I'm not gonna
You
lie.
must be the one who took my
But,
Leave me
I can
alone.
explain. Once the trip had ended, we readied our bow and took the shot. I was actually a little nervous that I wouldn't one-shot him since he was a vampire. Well, that's a relief. We narrowly avoided being discovered by his crazed wife and left there in a hurry. Our next stop was in Morthal, and we decided to walk there. We headed out from Dawnstar, and after a while, we ran into a couple of bandits on the road. Oh, I can take these guys. Oh man, watch out for that. He's got a mage's staff. And there it is. After dealing with them, we made our way into Morthal. Our target was located in the tavern. Now apparently he was the most annoying bard in all of Skyrim, and so many people wanted him dead that they held a lottery for his contract. In any case, we were just the cat for the job. So we huddled behind a wall and waited for the perfect opportunity to strike. Once the opportunity had presented itself, we pulled out our bottle and downed it quickly. Oh, not this again. I wonder if we can go anywhere else. There's the alligator looking for us. Go upstairs this time, I guess?
We're looking for information about a woman. A foreign.
Okay, let's see if we can do this without getting caught. I think we're good. With the target down, we made our way back to the sanctuary, where Astrid approached us as soon as we had arrived.
Look, something is happening here, so go.
I don't know what it is,
Go to
but something's
Vollenrude.
telling me she's putting out
It's
an
a
act.
crypt, pretty far to the northeast.
We then turned in our contracts and rested for yet another level up. After our rest, we set out for our next contact meeting at Vollenrude. Before heading there, we made a quick pit stop at Anga's mill to collect a reward from Kadrir for killing Anodius earlier. We then traveled to the Lorius farm and made our way up the hill towards Vollenrude. However, on the way there, we ran into some poachers. I think that's the poachers.
Thought I heard something.
Too easy. After taking them out, we set up camp just in case anything happened in the ruins. La 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 la. Just going into the ruins. I'm sure nothing bad will happen. Once inside, we unwisely attacked a skeleton that was peacefully sitting in a chair by the entrance. Nope, that's doing nothing. After the unprovoked attack, he decided to get up, and apparently we didn't look too intimidating because he wanted all the smoke. When it became clear that our weapons weren't doing enough damage, we fast traveled to Whiterun so that we could buy a silver weapon and some silver arrows, because the skeleton was undead and silver would do extra damage to him. Once we made the purchase, we made our way back and promptly attacked the skeleton with our improved weaponry. Oh boy. This is gonna be a fight. Alright, we just gotta hit him real quick and then create a lot of space. We'll just rely on the iframes. Or not. Thankfully, we respawned just outside and we ran back in to finish the job. This time, ooh! Alright, this time we got it. We just gotta... It's the same game plan. Just hit him, create distance. Hit him, create distance. Oh! Oh! That was close. Wait, what? Well, you know what they say. Third time's a charm. So I think I can just go in there and tank it. Oh, thank God. Once the skeleton was down, we made our way into the side room where Amon was waiting to give us the information for the target.
The assassination of the Emperor.
With the contact information and prepayment amulet in hand, we made our way back to the sanctuary.
Good. Alright, so... You're joking.
Nope, dead serious.
Mallory the amulet. Find out everything you can and sell it if you... Delvin Mallory and the Dark Brotherhood have...
With the Dark Brotherhood? Or
history.
you? After the conversation with Astrid, we decided to head straight to Riften for the first time since we'd killed Grelid. Once there, we picked up some more skooma and made our way into the Ratway. Inside, we ran into a couple of thugs hiding near the entrance. We took a hit of skooma for courage, but it must have been a bad batch because it basically had no effect at all. Man, how did that miss? Oh, don't let him get close. I was never even worried. After this, we ran across what would be our first ally of the playthrough. Oh hey, it's Scritch. Alright, let's find this key. I think there's a key. Oh, hello there. Got it. Welcome to the team, Scritch. With our new skeever companion by our side, we made our way into the Thieves Guild hideout and approached Delvin Mallory with the amulet. And my god, what an impressive accent.
But we could discuss that later.
Once the transaction was made, it was time to head back to the sanctuary once again. Upon our arrival back, we met up with Astrid, and she informed us about who our next target would be.
Now then, I hope you have something
Oh, I'll
nice
blend
to
right
wear,
into that high
because we're
society
going to
crowd.
a wedding.
Ooh, fancy pants, Rich McGee over here. Fuck you.
Once we'd received the mission, we rested for a bit to level up. After resting, we set out for Whiterun Stables, where we would take a carriage to Solitude. Once we'd made it to Solitude, we decided to make our way quickly over to the party in the courtyard where it was being held. We then decided to mingle with the rest of the guests until the bride was ready to address everyone from the upper balcony. Once she was there, we knew it was now or never in order to get our bonus. So we stepped to the back of the courtyard to take our magic elixir as well as our shot. Alright, here we go. By the power of Greymore. Oh, we think we're He-Man. Alright, let's get out of here. We look so ridiculous. Yeah, that's a reference to He-Man. I don't know what this song is, though. I'm sure it's connected and I just have no idea. Oh well. Let's get out of here. Once we'd made it out of the city alive, we traveled back to the sanctuary to turn in our contract to Astrid. I mean, it's just a job. I feel like she's relishing this a little bit too much for an assassin. Like, we're professionals.
Well done. Gold.
Yeah, this is just a weird amount of celebrating here.
Spend it as you will.
I think we know what I'm going to be spending it on.
Time to proceed to the next stage of the plan. Go and speak with Gabriella. She's been helping me arrange your next contract.
After the conversation with Astrid, we headed over to Gabriella and received the information on our next target.
Kill Gaius Morrow in Dragonbridge, or on the road. Kill him in one of the other major cities he'll be visiting.
We immediately fast traveled to Solitude and ran straight to Dragonbridge. Once we'd arrived there, we sneakily grabbed Gaius Morrow's schedule and began to follow him inconspicuously. At this pace, he's going to make this difficult. I don't think he'll notice. You think he'll notice? We soon realized that this would take way too long, so we decided to pull out the schedule and see where the heck he was going next. Once we figured out where he was headed next, we decided to head straight there. Upon arriving in Riften, we were approached by a guard who tried to arrest us.
Then pay with your blood.
After making a run for it, we killed a few of the guards. However, we soon realized that we were going to need access to Riften soon, and we couldn't just keep killing guards forever, so we decided to surrender. After an unsuccessful escape attempt, we ended up serving our time and found ourselves outside of the prison with a lot more street cred. Fortunately, our target was sleeping in the upper level of the barracks nearby still, and we hadn't missed our opportunity to take him out. We situated ourselves across from Gaius as he slept and took a sip of our special drink. Oh jeez. Oh, dodge. Dodge, dodge, dodge. We probably look so crazy right now. Like we're in here fighting the air. Waking up all the guards in here. Shooting our arrows into the air. We're definitely getting arrested. Let's get a little closer here. Alright, here goes. Ooh, we got it. We got it. We just got it. Okay. Plant the evidence. Okay, it's there. We're good. It literally doesn't... Oh, jeez. Well, we're not getting arrested. We managed to loot Gaius and plant the incriminating letter before we were summarily executed by the guards in the bunkhouse. Now, this was actually quite convenient since we woke up in the sanctuary, and all we had to do was make our way over to Gabriella to turn in the quest. We then took a little bit of time to level up, and after waking up from our quick nap, we found out that Cicero had apparently attacked the group in a seemingly random frenzy, all while we were sleeping. Now, Astrid had given us the task of trying to track him down, but first we needed to figure out where he'd gone. So we headed over to his room and discovered some information in one of his journals. We were apparently still suffering some lingering effects of the skooma because I'm pretty sure I was hallucinating Cicero standing right there. Now I know it's probably just a glitch, but that's still really creepy. Now once we reported back to Astrid with the information, she gave us permission to use her horse Shadowmere to track Cicero down. Oh, finally we got Shadowmere. Oh, there he is. Oh, he looks so cool. Our next member of the team has arrived. We made our way to Dawnstar and found Arnbjorn clutching his side outside of the sanctuary. Once inside the sanctuary, we made our way further into the base and took out some ghostly assassin guardians on our way. Now, Scritch proved to be invaluable as he distracted the ghost, and his hitbox must have just been out of reach for them. Or maybe he was glitching and became invulnerable somehow because he never took any damage at all. After tracking Cicero's blood trail for a while, we made our way into a secret cave area. Inside was a unique monster. I'm not even going to attempt to pronounce that. After taking the monster out in one shot, thank you Sneak Archer build,
Certified Hood Classic.
We made our way further in, taking out ghosts as we went. Oh, this is actually really catchy. Yeah, Scritch, just keep doing your job. Finally, we stumbled upon Cicero badly injured in a back room, and we had a choice to make. We ultimately decided to leave him alive because having a crazy jester in your back pocket who owed you a favor didn't sound too bad to us. Once we made our way outside of the sanctuary, we observed that one of our targets from another contract was nearby. So we decided to head that way and kill 2 lizards with 1 stone. We made our way across the water to a little island and positioned ourselves for the kill. Oh. 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 Oh yeah, let's see if we can hit our target now. Alright, line up the shot. And... oh no. There's something in the way. Well, I guess we'll find out in a second. Oh, it's coming back to me now. I'm starting to be able to see. We were just behind a rock. See, Shadowmere? Look how easy it is when I can see. Okay, we can't really leave any witnesses, so sorry, buddy. Once we actually managed to take out the target and his friend, we looted them and traveled to our next target's location. Now, for this one, we felt pretty conflicted once it was apparent that our next target would be one of our own kind. Nevertheless, we were professionals. So we huddled behind the corner of a wall and prepared for the shot the only way we knew how. Oh, the Spider-Man. We're doing the Spider-Man. Alright, I'm sure we'll be done dancing very soon. Okay, I think the shot is lined up. Yep. Once the target was eliminated, we chose to wait for our next target just outside of the city. The Noriath sometimes hunts on the plains, and that'd be a much better place to try to take him out instead of doing it in the city. However, after waiting for a long time, we decided to just go into town and risk it. How do you even maintain your stock when you don't go out to hunt ever? Now, we found a spot that was pretty good above the tavern just behind his booth. And once we'd gotten ourselves into position, well, you know. What the oh, not this again. This is a little different this time.
It's just a dream, John.
This can't be my dream. This was implanted into my mind. I was inceptioned. Oh, who's this? What?
I don't believe those rumors.
Wait, what rumors?
Besides,
No. Hold on.
who would
There's no rumors. Alright, let's just get this over with.
See my selection of the finest quality.
Wait, did they see me? I think they saw me. With our last target down, we made our way back to the sanctuary and informed Astrid of our success in tracking down Cicero.
Have you by chance
Oh
heard
yeah,
of the
I'm a huge
gourmet?
fan of his.
He's close to uncovering the identity of the gourmet. You should report to him.
After being informed about the next mission, we turned in our other contracts to Nazir. We then took a nap and leveled once more. Then it was time to talk to Festus about our next major contract to kill the gourmet.
I believe so. Therefore, you are to... Oh, and when you're done with, you'll need to
Okay,
kill the
find a
gourmet,
guy.
of course.
Get him to
What's
tell
more?
me who the other guy is,
Oh, and if you
where
can,
he's at,
hide his body.
then find that
The
guy,
longer it takes
then
for
kill that
anyone
guy
else
and pretend to be
determine
him.
his real
Got it.
identity.
Once we'd received the specific quest instructions, we made our way to our next contract for Nazir before heading to Markarth. Now this target was located at Fort Greymore, which would present an interesting challenge because there were a lot of bandits there. Once we arrived, we had to find a way to eliminate the bandits who were currently occupying the fort. Fortunately, the sneaking tactic worked, and we eliminated the bandits one by one with our sneak shot tactics. Okay, that's a lot of them. Alright, we gotta be really careful here. Well, I don't have much of a choice now. Oh, they're definitely gonna see me. How do they not see me? Oh my god. They legitimately can't see me. What is is it glitch? Oh my god. I'm just gonna pick them off one by one. I'm literally standing right in front. I am a master stealth assassin. I'm the greatest stealth archer who's ever lived. Easily. After dealing with the bandits outside, we made our way into the base, and Scritch once again proved invaluable. Scritch is once again distracting them and body blocking with apparent invulnerability. Scritch, run! We're the greatest team ever. With the bandits inside dealt with, we peered around a wall and spotted our main target standing in the room completely unaware of the fact that the most deadly Skooma assassin was just outside of view. Okay, it's just a rabbit, so we're good. Once she was down, we made our way outside, set up camp, and slept to level up. From here, we traveled to Markarth and located Anton in a back room.
Yes, for the 100th time. What do you... The Dark Brother... Now, wait a minute.
Oh good,
Let's
he's a
not get
coward.
hasty. Look, his name is
Oh, what a snitch. After intimidating him into giving us the identity of the gourmet, we had to tie up some loose ends. The Jarl of Whiterun and the Horkers. Well, that's not happening. You know what? If we're gonna take the place of the gourmet, we're gonna need this dude's chef outfit. With Anton dead, we made our way to the Nightgate Inn's basement to take out the gourmet and hide his body. Now, this latter part actually proved to be pretty difficult for some reason, but more on that in just a second. I'm so sorry about this. I'm actually a huge fan. Alright, we're gonna have to wait until air and water are different again to move this body. Once we'd taken the gourmet down, it was time to relocate the body to keep it from being discovered. What is going on? Why does he weigh a metric ton? And why am I so weak? I cannot move this body. Alright, we're gonna have to start thinking outside the box because nothing. I can't even cheat. You know what? It's just crazy enough to work. Oh my god. Oh. Oh, he's breakdancing away. You know what? This is the key. This just feels wrong. I'm so sorry. But I have to move you. Well, that's awkward. Okay, we can just push him. Let's just do that. Let's just push him. Yeah, Scritch, help me push him. Oh, finally, thank God. Now, with the body somewhat hidden, we immediately left and set out for the sanctuary. When we arrived back, we turned the main quest into Impress Festus, and turned our side quest into Nazir. We then grabbed 2 more side contracts from Nazir, and 1 additional bonus contract. After this, we grabbed the new mission details from Astrid to get the Nightweaver's band for our previous efforts. Yeah, and I should get a bonus for just moving that body.
Titus Mead II,
Like an extra bonus.
Go now to Castle Dower in Solitude.
With the end of our questline now in sight, we left for Falkreath to take out the first of Nazir's 2 contracts. Once we arrived in Falkreath, we headed straight to the Jarl's Hall to observe our next target. We spotted Helvard sitting at the table, so we found a good spot and crouched at an angle just above him for a shot. Oh, that's not right. We need a bow. An ash hopper, eh? Alright, let's get this over with. I don't think anybody saw us. Nope, they definitely saw us. Unfortunately, we were spotted and had to hop our way out of there quick, fast, and in a hurry. Hop? Oh my god. Look at those hops. They'll never catch me. Once we made it out of the city, we traveled to Stone Hills, set up camp, and leveled up once more. We then realized that we received a token for reading from the lava in Whiterun, where our bonus contract target happened to be located as well. So we headed that way and arrived in the city, and approached our lava with our token for the reading. Oh, what is this gonna be? I'm seeing a man. He's tallish.
Yes,
I'm also seeing the letter M. Oh, M rhymes with N. Arnbjorn's name ends with an N. Is it Arnbjorn? He's tallish. Ah, yes, it's Arnbjorn. Garbage.
No, that is all. Now.
After the reading, we tracked our next target from the Cloud District, which I'd heard from a reliable source he frequented. We finally found him isolated in an upper room at the Drunken Huntsman Lodge, and we positioned ourselves for the kill. Oh, we're a fox. Can I bite this dude? Oh, I can push him though. Maybe I can push him down these stairs. And there goes the fox. Goodbye, Nazim. Once he was dead, we booked it out of the city, restocked on Skooma, and then headed back out to the Stone Hills. The next target was located at the dwarven ruins of Mizinchalef. We found a great spot overlooking the outside of the ruins and picked off the individual bandits one by one. Oh, Stealth Archer build is OP. Wait, what? Is that my arrow on the ground? I guess the idea of my arrow killed her. When the outside bandits were eliminated, we made our way into the ruins. Once inside the ruins, we noticed some bandits around a corner and decided to hold a quick concert for a morale boost. Oh, it's my favorite. I love this song. Oh, look at me go. I'm probably just standing there around a corner. Imagine if you're a bandit in this ruin. You haven't seen anybody in forever. Nobody comes around. And you walk around a corner and just see a naked Khajiit playing an invisible flute with not a care in the world. We then made our way through the rest of the bandits until we located our dangerous mage. Ah yes, bring yourselves to my arrows. One after another after another. We had to take one more shot of courage before we took the main shot with our bow. We can't let him attack us because he's apparently a pretty powerful mage. And that's the scariest thing in LoreRim. With all 3 of the contracts now fulfilled, we went back to the sanctuary to turn those quests into Nazir and level up once more. We then grabbed the final quest from Nazir and set out for Solitude. Our next side contract target was located on our ship docked just outside of the city. We snuck onto the ship during the storm and somehow managed to avoid alarming anyone on board when we walked through the front door and narrowly missed our target from point blank range. Oh man, what a time for visual impairment. What is this? This one's new. Oh, wow.
Who did this? Don't hurt me. You win.
These are, oh, they're Reiklings. It's a giant dancing Reikling. And this one's on a throne. Okay. Let's try something else. Oh, come on. You gotta accept something. Alright, one more. Oh, man. She's like the T-Rex from Jurassic Park. She can't see me if I don't move. Once this last target was down, we put on our chef disguise and headed for the castle's kitchen. Now, in my opinion, we definitely look like we could make a mean potage le magnifique.
The gourmet? Oh, finally. When I heard the
Oh yeah, we're gonna go Gordon Ramsay on her. She's gonna be my idiot sandwich. We then proceeded to scare the sous chef into making the dish for us with our silent stares. However, we did give particular instructions for one final ingredient.
What is this? Some kind of herb?
Now it was time to bring the Emperor his dish. We took a quick drink of the good stuff, and I guess it's true that you really are what you eat. Or in this case, drink. We've finally done it. We've ingested so much skooma that we have become the skooma.
We'll go in just a moment.
Uh-oh. Here's to hoping they just chalk it up to the eccentricity of genius. We arrived in the Emperor's dining room area, very casually dressed to say the least. As soon as he dies, I'm grabbing those robes.
It is everything I had hoped it would be.
Okay, grab him. Once the Emperor was dead, we grabbed his robes and ran out the back door that Astrid promised us would be unlocked. And, alright, looks like we're home free. Let's celebrate with some skooma. Probably best to assume they're real. And I don't have a head.
That gets to continue its existence. But you know what? I've changed my mind. How about you?
Uh-oh.
And now you'll pay the price.
Oh, I'm so screwed. There's no way I make it out of this. Yep, and there it is. Well, at least we'll respawn outside of the city. After we went down, we woke up where we'd camped the day before, just outside of the city. Now we needed to get back to the sanctuary as soon as possible, and see what the damage was. We fast traveled back to Falkreath where we had to evade arrest, because we still had a bounty on our head from our last target that we killed. We then rushed to the sanctuary. Alright, I don't think we can afford to get hit. We're basically a glass cannon. So if they see us, it's gonna be hard to win a straight up fight. Oh, I love the zoom. Well, that didn't do as much damage as I was hoping. Alright, we need to back up a little bit. Yeah, okay. The Imperial Mage was the one to do it. Yeah, I knew I was going to get one-shotted. After going down, we knew we had to set up camp nearby so that we would respawn there if we went down again. We made our way back to the sanctuary and silently took out the guards at the entrance. Once inside the sanctuary, we took out the initial soldiers near the doorway. We then found Arnbjorn fighting several soldiers at once. But eventually, he went down. Okay, this dude's just gonna chase me. Oh, jeez. Oh, if he lands one of those. Oh, he's stuck. Oh, thank God. After taking down the soldiers in this room, we finally located Nazir fighting off the soldiers in the back room. We helped him take him out, and he informed us that we needed to get out as fast as possible. However, we got cut off in the same room as the Night Mother's coffin. So we jumped in the coffin and managed to just barely survive, clinging to a rotted corpse. When Nazir and Babette found us, we were relieved to be let out of the casket. In a bit of a daze, we knew that we had to speak to Astrid, so we ran to find her. Wow, I'm gonna need some skooma to process this. Alright, let's see what happens. This seems familiar. What does this remind me of? Oh, you know what? Oh, that's weird. This reminds me of Arena. Yeah, the first Elder Scrolls. Like the opening level. This is like a proper trip. I mean, not that I would know. Finally you see.
Sorry. Don't you see?
You're the Black Sacrament. Oh, I see what you did. Oh, the Blade of Woe.
I give you the blade
What a
of
callback.
woe, so that you can see it through.
Alright, you know what? Before I do this, I'm going to need a little bit more Skooma.
That'll teach you to
Thank
cross
you.
me.
Look at that. Killing her restored her hair color. After killing Astra to fulfill the Black Sacrament with the Blade of Woe, we informed Nazir about the fact that we were still going to complete the contract at the Night Mother's request. He and Babette set out for Dawnstar's sanctuary, and we left for Whiterun to talk to Amand about the location of the real Emperor. Now, before setting out, we camped out and leveled up once more. Oh, what? Oh, it's just some wolves. Come on, Scritch, do your job. Get between me and them. Oh yeah, this is a huge upgrade. After taking out the wolves when we woke up, we made our way to the Bannered Mare in Whiterun to find Amand in a back room.
Disturbed. The Emperor is still in Skyrim, but not for long. He's on board his ship, the Kataraya, moored offshore in the Solitude Inlet.
Once we received the actual location of the Emperor, it was time to set off for Solitude to complete the mission. But first, we spied a city guard with a golden voice sitting at a table near the entrance. Something told us to invite him for this last adventure. And now, with Jesper, Scritch, and Mohar Durgs, the ultimate Emperor assassination team was assembled. Once we arrived at the Solitude docks, we knew that we only had so much time to infiltrate the Emperor's dock ship. But first, we had a little revenge to exact. Ah yes, the urge to dance. This really adds a whole new meaning to hiding in plain sight. I'm so conspicuous that I couldn't possibly be an assassin from the Dark Brotherhood waiting to strike. I was kind of hoping that I would start an impromptu flash mob here, but I guess that's not happening. It's just too obvious. I'm wearing the full garb, dancing right outside. Yeah. No. It's so bad that it's genius. With Commander Marrow now dead, there's only one target left. So, with that, we swam over to the anchor and climbed on board the Kataraya. Oh, Scritch, get back here. Oh boy. Oh, it's kind of working. Alright, Jesper, let's go. Oh, it's me and Scritch. A couple of skeevers. Just causing problems. Below deck. Oh, we're just terrifying these sailors. They have no idea what to do. Alright, here's for another one.
I see you eyeing me from up
Is that
there.
a cabbage with a...
No,
oh my
you
goodness.
may not eat me.
Oh, look, I'm not a huge fan of cabbage anyway, so it's fine. Oh, there's one in here. Oh, that's so satisfying. Okay, let's take this dude out. It looks like a couple of them are sleeping. Okay, what the heck? These guys are already dead. Let's head to the upper deck. Once we'd cut through the soldiers and sailors below deck, it was time to head up to the main deck of the ship. Our sneak build really came in handy here as we were able to stay hidden from the soldiers even while killing their allies mere feet away. Can they really not see me? This is getting too easy. The next step was to head below deck to enter into the Emperor's quarters. Unfortunately, we were not able to pick this lock, so we left in search of a key. Nope, wrong room. Just ignore me, don't worry about it. No, he one-shot me. Oh, Jesper, run! Save yourself. After opening the wrong door, we respawned back where we had set up camp outside of the sanctuary. We woke up to an ambush, but fortunately Jesper and Scritch provided excellent distractions as I took each assailant out with my bow. Once the threat had been eliminated, we fast traveled back to the Kataraya. When we arrived, all the soldiers were waiting for us below deck. So, once again, Scritch and Jesper ensured that we could take out the soldiers from a distance while they provided the close-range distractions. Scritch, in particular, managed to just be plain invulnerable to all damage and became a literal wall between me and a soldier who was surprisingly well trained in destruction magic, and a particularly aggressive soldier with a bow. Rich. How? With the soldiers now dead, we grabbed the key off one of their bodies, found the money that we dropped earlier, and now had only one more door to open. Little liquid courage. Another rabbit, eh? Nowhere to go now, buddy. Oh, forget that. Focus on why we're here. Once inside, the Emperor informed us that he was willing to accept his fate with one condition. We had to listen to him ramble on about something. Oh, and then kill the guy who hired us. While this is generally considered a bad business practice, we figured the Brotherhood's reputation could weather it, so we silently agreed.
I want you to kill. Well, now, on to the business.
Okay, great, he's done talking. Alright. Let's take some skooma. Once he was done talking, we lined up the shot, and... Alright, let's get this off before we pass out. Oh, man. Okay, where are we?
What do you
Oh,
want,
this one's new.
It is so. Nah.
It's a statue from the college. Oh, there's a lever. What does this do? There's levers and clues people. Levers that do nothing and people that can't help figure anything out. Did I die and go to oblivion? After we woke up from the trip, we looted the Emperor's body, gave Jesper everything as a reward for his efforts, loaded Scritch down with food, and took nothing for ourselves. Because the real reward was the friends that we made along the way. We then made our way off the ship, leveled up, and then left for Whiterun to honor a dying man's last request.
You're back.
Hello, Amon.
I know. My friend, you may not realize it, but you have served the Empires for you at a dead drop. It is inside an urn in the very... Now please, go.
Alright, Scritch, you wait outside. He simply couldn't wait. Huh. See, Skooma can be enlightening. I didn't want you to have to see this.
But we had a deal. Murder!
Oh, come on, the door was closed. Now it was time to pick up the money from Vollenrud. Then to head to Dawnstar and inform Nazir that the final contract had been completed. Oh man, I forgot we're gonna have to fight our arch nemesis. He's undead. I'm gonna have to keep fighting him. Oh. Alright, grab the money and let's get out of here. With our arch rival down again, we grabbed the gold and traveled to Dawnstar. Once we arrived, we decided to celebrate a little early with our favorite drug. Oh, we're Pumbaa. Alright, let's see what's over here. Oh my goodness, some horkers. Hello, my fellow Tusk brethren. We're the same. We're different, but same. We talked to Nazir and delicately navigated the reward situation. I know what you're thinking, Scritch, and don't you dare judge me, alright? We'll then talk to the Night Mother about new contracts, invited Cicero back, and then headed to Riften to grab some upgrades for the base. Unfortunately, we were still pretty wanted in Riften for all the wrong reasons, so we had to do some time in prison. But the joke was on them, because this likely only boosted our street cred with Delvin. Guess we're serving our time. Once we were out, I ran straight to the Ragged Flagon. Since we were still a little bit nervous about trying to ask for upgrades from a man with that accent, we took a little swig of courage before heading inside. And there's the vision going. Alright, what do we got? Oh boy. What is this? Hello there.
Take a look.
Oh, you're a poacher?
Can hardly eat every day. I don't have to take that
well,
from
I didn't
you.
mean to insult. Oh, jeez. Look, you shouldn't have attacked me. I'm sorry.
I don't have to take that from you.
Boy, I wonder how this is gonna go. Look, you shouldn't have attacked me. I'm sorry. Boy, I wonder how this is gonna go. After both literally and figuratively battling our demons, we approached Delvin and bought all of the upgrades at the exact price that he was asking for.
Of that old arcade.
I guess I just can't handle haggling with a guy with that accent. We then set out once more for Dawnstar and claimed the main bedroom for ourselves with a clear display of our dominance and flair. Oh man, what is this? I couldn't get this when I was on one of my assassination missions? Oh, are you kidding me? This is so cool. What do you think, Scritch? Pretty intimidating, don't you think? Oh, are you kidding me? This is so cool. What do you think, Scritch? Pretty intimidating, don't you think? Alright, that is going to do it for this video. Once again, thank you so much for taking the time to watch. It really does mean a lot to me. I put a ton of effort into this one and I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please consider leaving a like, a comment, and even a subscription if you're feeling particularly bold. I do have another video in the works at this moment, and I will be trying something just a little different for you in this next one, so stay tuned for that. Also, I'd like to thank you for your patience. I know that this video took a little longer than the last ones, but I've been very busy at work, and, well, editing is hard. Nevertheless, I do appreciate you bearing with me while I figure this out as I go. I really am enjoying it, and I hope I can bring you all some of that enjoyment by playing a 13-year-old game in some of the dumbest ways possible for your entertainment. With that being said, I am out, and I will see you in the next one.